part 3, Squids Fab Shop TR4 rebuild. Yeah, at the end of part 2, I got the engine running, and I thought I'd just start episode 3 here with just a shot of me doing a cold start a week later, just before I started blowing the car apart, and indeed, the engine started right up. It was really nice. I was very pleased. I believe the engine might serve with just a gasket refresh, and I'm very happy about that. That definitely kind of helps. So for this episode, I do want to just show some demolition, disassembly. I'm really kind of going all over the place. No real plan. I like to just kind of poke around here and there, kind of get a good assessment of the car. And you know, I'm at the same time I'll be formulating a plan to start some repairs. I'm gonna make some more room for the Triumph job. I'm gonna put the Willis in the main garage. Oh, that's good. The front upper valance was all wobbly and crappy, so I pulled it out a little bit, and it's better. These headlight things are kind of canted in on each side, and I got it better. But there's some bends here I gotta fix. I can save it. I think it's savable. It's not rusty, but it's just all kind of bent up. Again, I think I can save it. Yeah, you could throw money at it, buy all new parts, but you know, I don't mind putting labor into it, especially since some of these parts are really crazy expensive. I got new, of course, I've mentioned this many times, I got doors, so that's not a problem. The front fenders don't need any patching hardly at all. Maybe a teeny tiny patch in the back edge there. I'm going to try to save these, so this definitely is going to take some sheet metal. Definitely, I'm sure I'm going to have to replace a lot of sheet metal in the tubs in here and in the trunk, so a 4x8 sheet might do it. So one bite at a time, and it gets a little less scary. But here's what I got. I bought these last fall for like $50. Now whoever had them, they did one little cutout here for some reason. They must have needed a piece of sheet metal, so I can fix that, no worries. But those are the nice stamping sills, or rocker panels as we call them here in USA. And then I have this set of floor pans. These are American made. They're kind of CNC type made or whatever. I can make them work. They're nice. They're decent. So, oh, by the way, here is the grill I got. I got that for darn cheap too. So the TR4A is up there above the door. I hung that up. I'll probably never need that again. It doesn't fit because the lower valance was welded too high on the upper valance. So the weld joints here, kind of booger welded on there. So it sits too high. So I'm going to fit that. That'll help me kind of pull everything out. But I do like the early TR4 or the TR4 grill, and you know, It's kind of a cleaner side with no chrome stuff in the sides. So that's what I'm shooting for. Plus, you know, I want it to be all 63 looking. Let's see here. Yeah, these are not salvageable. Huh. The demolition continues. I obviously have trunk lid off, door off on the passenger side. Pretty cool green. I think I showed you that. Now I'm trying to fight my way through. It is hideously ugly in here. Very, very ugly. One thing I noticed, which I'm kind of eager to look more into, is when I look under the dash, it looks like there's this white, can you see that? The white dash under there? I don't know. I think technically this was supposed to be a white dash car, especially in the UK. Another thing I noticed is this has definitely got odd parts. It has the curved glass speedometer, so that's not original, of course. That's only early TR4s and TR3s. So yeah, keep digging. I got the weird steering wheel off. I don't know how they expect you to get the steering wheel off because there's no puller screws, so I just popped it with a hammer and it kind of came off. Somebody coated this thing in the past with some kind of heavy tar stuff, and it looks hideous. And there is like rusty stuff poking through here and there, but I think it actually preserved it pretty well. If you really look, the frame looks darn good. There's a couple of things, I don't know if I can see it. There's like a dent that they fish plated over, that's no problem. There's jacking dents here and there on the underside. That doesn't bother me. This thing got a hit. I saw this when I bought it. This outrigger, or whatever they call them. It got a big hit and it's really bent. So I'm going to cut that out and replace it. That's not a big deal. The springs look good. I can rebuild those, or you know, take them apart and clean them and put them back together. Get some data points. So I think I will need some shorter jack stands. Check this height. She's in the air. I can now crawl underneath, cut the seat track bolts, get the gas tank fuel line disconnected. I can disconnect the lower radiator hose. I can do all that stuff. So now I can start disassembling with a little more gusto. Really, the first thing I should do is whatever I can do to get rid of the stink. This thing stinks. It stinks like mouse. Oh, it's terrible. I just got to get rid of all the piece parts that are retaining all the smell, all the fabrics and cloth and carpets, and ugh, it smells. Kind of a wintry day here. Geez, it's cold. I got the heat on. So I got the thing in the air. I'm pretty happy with the stands. I got a 2-ton set from the Wally World, and it was cheap. So it's up. Now I'm going to set about leveling it and making sure along the center line it's level this way. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. It's pretty stable. I think I can start cutting things, and I have now measurements. I think one thing I will do is make measurements from these points down to the floor. So I'll get a board, a nice straight board, so I can constantly check the height of this, so that as I take out the supports on the outriggers. If the body sags because of all the rot, I can boost it up to the correct height. And of course I still have all these measurements. I'll probably weld or put in a cross brace anyway. So if you remember, the door gaps were really nice. So I think I have enough datums and information to really start cutting things, and if it goes out of alignment, I can get it back. Well, I bought a piece of 19 gauge, a 4x8 sheet. Just picked it up from Ray Shellen. He's the proshaper.com guy. He's on YouTube. He has some awesome videos, basically very patiently reshaping some vintage stuff and brand new patching and cool old cars. Yeah, he told me this was $75. He said last year or a year and a half ago it would have been 120 or 130 bucks. So yeah, that was a pretty good deal, I think. I'm quite pleased with the price. So that was heavy. Holy cow. It makes cool sounds when you bring it in, though. It was like all wobbly and thunderstormy sounding. So yeah, it's getting real. More real. Realer. What do we got? Oh. There we go. Oh, snap. Just snap. What a flimsy. These things are so flimsy. It's shocking how flimsy this stuff is. Ooh. All right. And they're so freaking expensive when you buy them. It's just a piece of sheet metal. Okay. Well, that bumper didn't come peacefully. Required violence. I got slammed at work. And now it's mowing season, so I haven't done a lot, which is kind of a bummer. But I will get this done. Positive attitude. Okay. Uh-oh, that ain't coming up. There's gonna be more cutting. Brass? Looks like they got brass. What the hell is brass doing there? Huh. Hodgepodge. I got the fender off, and let me turn the light on here. Okay, so yeah, it's probably worse than I thought. I think I can piece in this section here, this section here. I believe piecing it and doing patches everywhere, I think I've got enough experience with other projects to definitely do a neat job. God bless them, they use this tar. Oh my god, it's pretty thick and nasty. So I just heated it up a little bit, so that's going to be a bear, but I shall persevere. It's got this weird goofy patch. I don't know what the hell that is. This is easy stuff to form. This is easy to, I think I can patch this nicely. This flange, it's gonna be a pain, but I can do that. That's a bit nice. And even these aren't too bad. There's not a lot of shaping to do. I'll show you what I do. I'm gonna use like a two-piece method maybe, just to get the subtle curve correct. Because I don't have any shrinkers or stretchers. I have a grinder though. So the grinder is the poor man's shaping tool. The fender, I didn't even really look at that underneath yet, but it's gonna need a whole new front edge. This is no problem, I can make that. The lip looks pretty good. Probably needs a little bit of something there. That's not a big deal. It's actually not terrible, but I can replace all the stuff up here. I think I can do those. It needs a whole new flange. Again, same thing with this. I think I can do that in maybe one piece, maybe two pieces. The thing is when I weld it, I don't want everything to warp up. So if I do it in multiple pieces, that might be in a way easier, if not a little more tedious. So I do actually enjoy making patches and doing that sort of thing. I don't like the mess of the rust, but I am heartened by the condition of the frame. I think actually the frame is a little bent. This definitely was in a big accident. But I have tools that I think I can straighten. I think this frame up here and this quadrant is kicked up by, I don't know, quarter, half inch, 3/8, something like that. I think I can straighten that out. I'm gonna do the whole back end sheet metal before I take it off the frame though, and then at least that's what I'm thinking. Oh, and I wanted to mention, I think I know what happened here. They basically replaced the front tub at this seam here with TR4A, because I think this is TR4A stuff. That doesn't bother me too bad. I might redo the flanges. I don't know. Again, all this sheet metal work, not terrible. It's easy to do. It's not like super compound curves, and it's not even mostly visible stuff. I wanted to mention, I think I talked about it earlier, but the quarter panels, they're in pretty good shape. Those are the only sections on both fenders that are rusted out. The rest is pretty good. I might have to do a little something. It's all solid here, so that's not bad. That's good. Got to fill all the holes though with those spears. Get rid of those. And like I said before, I think this is TR4 I'm sorry, TR250. These old sockets, I'm gonna get rid of those. I don't need that for TR4. So I got to cover the glass because I don't want to get grinding marks in there. I've done that before and don't want to do that. I think this is the original glass, so even if it's a little old and pitted, I'd like to keep it if I can. So I think I'm going to end the video now. I got slammed at work and I just haven't had a lot of time, but today I just did a little more demolition. I think definitely going to be slow updates, but this is the kind of the crazy part where people are like, you got to be crazy with this car. But man, I love this car. I am just looking forward to having some really good therapeutic sheet metal work. So stay with me.